Part 1: The Darkness Beyond the Glory. Prologue: When Absence Becomes a Calling. On humanity's timeline, there are blank spaces we cannot fill. Not because of missing documents, but because those very voids are history's whispers where once glorious civilizations, admired by the world, vanished without a trace. No farewells. No defeat. No ashes. Only silent ruins in jungles, deserts, and rocky cliffs, powerless witnesses swallowed by time. We know of Egypt, Babylon, ancient Greece, but behind that spotlight are countless forgotten civilizations, not because they were inferior, but because their disappearance was too sudden, too inexplicable. In this first chapter of our journey, we explore three such lost civilizations: the Maya, the brilliance within the rainforest, the Anasazi masters of stone, and Göbekli Tepe, a mystery beyond time. Maya cities in the jungle. In 1939, deep within the Central American jungle, a team of explorers stumbled upon something extraordinary. Amid thick foliage and mossy ground, they uncovered ancient ruins, moss-covered temples, towering stone pyramids, and intricate carvings. And beknownst to them, they had awakened one of humanity's most advanced ancient civilizations, the Maya. The Maya didn't just build cities, they created an urban system of staggering complexity. Their writing system contained over 30,000 characters, their calendar rivaled modern astronomical precision, and their time cycle spanned 819 days, of mystery still being deciphered. And like most ancient cultures that flourished near rivers, the Maya built their cities in rainforests. They engineered underground water pipelines, drainage systems, and vast stone roadways connecting major cities. In 2016, scientists using LiDAR technology in Guatemala discovered more than 60,000 hidden structures, revealing a colossal super-city with a population of up to 20 million. Major cities like Tikal, Copan, and Calakmul were abandoned. People vanished, writing ceased. There were no records of war or plague. The departure was as silent as a fading dream. Some scholars believe the Maya followed a spiritual time cycle that when one era ended, they needed to destroy themselves to give birth to a new world. Perhaps collapse wasn't failure, but a sacred transformation. Anasazi palaces in the cliffs. Crossing the continent to the American Southwest, we find another lost culture, the Anasazi. Not an empire of armies or pyramids, but architects of adaptation. In Mesa Verde National Park, Colorado, lies Cliff Palace, a cliffside dwelling carved directly into rock. It contains over 150 rooms, connected by ramps and ladders. Many walls still bear vibrant pigments despite centuries of harsh weather. The Anasazi thrived in an unforgiving land, high plateaus, scarce water, extreme temperatures. Yet, for centuries, they built sophisticated communities. Though they had no writing system, their ceremonial kivas remained sacred spaces bridging humans and the divine. By the 13th century, like the Maya, the Anasazi vanished. abruptly. Without clear reason, some blame drought, but this was already a dry land. Why didn't they return once it passed? Legends tell of sacred games where souls were wagered, rituals so dangerous that crossing a divine line might bring wrath. Did the Anasazi vanish not from disaster, but from beliefs pushed to their breaking point? Göbekli Tepe beyond time's grasp. If Maya and Anasazi fit within known history, Göbekli Tepe breaks all boundaries.
In 1994, a farmer in Turkey unearthed a mysterious stone pillar, the beginning of one of the oldest known man-made religious complexes.
Göbekli Tepe dates back to 12,000 BC, twice the age of the Great Pyramids. Built with stone pillars weighing up to 60 tons, it features intricate carvings of animals, lions, peacocks, snakes, including species not native to the region at the time. According to current knowledge, humans back then were hunter-gatherers with no writing, no wheels, no metallurgy. So how was Göbekli Tepe built? It was intentionally buried as if the builders didn't want future generations to find it. There is no recorded name, no known tribe. A nameless civilization, existing then gone. An unanswered question. A message from the past. Maya, Anasazi, Göbekli Tepe are separate in geography, culture, and beliefs, yet sharing one truth. They vanished without clear cause. Not from weakness. Not from conquest, but from something beyond ordinary logic. Is there a greater cycle where civilizations rise, flourish, and fall by unseen laws? Or have we simply forgotten how to listen to the whispers in stone, jungle, and wind? Can our own modern civilization truly last forever? Or will future generations, discovering our remnants, ask the same question we now ask of the past? Where did they go? Why did they vanish? Part 2: The Curse of Time Cracks in Ancient Civilizations. Prologue: When silence becomes a scream. If Part 1 took us to radiant civilizations that vanished without a word, then Part 2 dives deeper into the truths long buried and the signs that whispered their fall. No civilization collapses overnight. Sometimes, the first scream is not war, but a slight tremor beneath the earth, the last drop in a well, or the gaze of a man losing faith in his silent gods. Now, we follow other civilizations, those that reached their peak, then disappeared as if they never were. Each culture is a question without an answer. But perhaps, when we connect the threads, a pattern will emerge. Collapse always has a rhythm. And often, it is humanity that opens the door to its own destruction. Ancestral Pueblo, when heights lead to abyss. Returning to the American Southwest, we find remnants of the ancestral Puebloans perched atop towering cliffs. Among them, the most prominent is Chaco Canyon in New Mexico, once a spiritual, commercial, and astronomical center. From 850 to 1250 AD, It was a complex urban site with dozens of massive stone structures called great houses, each containing hundreds of rooms and even multiple stories. They constructed roads that extended for miles with astonishing precision. Many believe it was a spiritual nexus, every path aligned with sacred celestial points. But then, like an invisible crack spreading through a great wall, the ancestral Puebloans began to leave. Chaco Canyon went silent. Ritual sites echoed only with the wind and dust. Was it climate change? A prolonged drought may have ruined crops and caused famine. Was it internal conflict? As resources dwindled, neighbors became enemies. Or, as some archaeologists suggest, the complexity of their society became its downfall. When religion turned into control, when sacrifices became cruel, the people lost faith, and the system crumbled. Mohenjo-Daro, a city buried in silence. We now move to South Asia, to one of humanity's earliest urban civilizations, the Indus Valley, centered around Mohenjo-Daro. Around 2600 BC, Mohenjo-Daro boasted an astonishing level of organization, advanced drainage systems, brick houses, public areas, and even a giant water tank called the Great Bath. Its people lived peacefully, no signs of armies or massive temples. Their society appeared rooted in community and civil order. Yet around 1900 BC, the city declined. Buildings decayed. Floods from the Indus River might be to blame. Modern studies suggest shifting river courses caused water shortages, forcing mass migration. Strangely, Mohenjo-Daro was abandoned in an orderly manner. Strangely, Mohenjo-Daro was abandoned in an orderly manner. No sign of war. No chaos. As if they foresaw the end and left quietly. Teotihuacan, city of the gods. Near present-day Mexico City stood Teotihuacan, later revered by the Aztecs as the place where men become gods. In the 1st century AD, it was the largest city in the ancient Americas, with over 100,000 people. Its main avenue stretched nearly 3 kilometers, flanked by the pyramids of the sun and moon, aligned with celestial events and sacred geometry. But in the 7th century, fire consumed much of the city. It's unclear who attacked or whether it was an uprising from within. Perhaps the elite were overthrown after centuries of oppression. Later civilizations like the Aztecs revered the ruins, but never settled them again. Minoans, the dance of subtle destruction. Sailing to the Mediterranean, we find the Minoans, Europe's first seafaring civilization, flourishing on Crete between 2700 to 1450 BC. Their palace at Knossos, vibrant murals, fine pottery, and mysterious linear script show a peaceful, artistic people. They depicted dances, nature, and festivals, not war. But then came disaster. The volcanic eruption of Santorini triggered a colossal tsunami, destroying coastal ports. Soon after, invaders from the mainland, the Mycenaeans, took over. A peaceful civilization was replaced by one of conquest. Common threads of collapse. Looking across vanished civilizations, some patterns emerge. One, ecological collapse. Maya, Anasazi, Mohenjo-Daro all suffered environmental failure. Two, internal strife. Video to Huacan shows signs of elite downfall. Three, natural disasters. Minoans were devastated by nature's fury. 4. Crisis of faith, when spiritual systems lost their grip. Most terrifying, many civilizations knew something was coming yet could not prevent it. US today, are we different? We live in a civilization of technology, globalization, and connection. Yet the past warns us, nothing lasts forever. If tomorrow, the power grid fails, sea levels rise, or AI surpasses control, will we recognize the signs? Will the future call us the last radiant civilization before the darkness returns? Conclusion: echoes in ruins. Ruined walls, shattered statues, eroded tablets. These are not just stones. They are memories. Warnings. Questions. Looking back, perhaps the saddest truth is not their disappearance but that they knew it would happen. And still, it came. Will we choose a different path?